Make our Epstein testimony public. Iran nods to more nuclear talks, sets red lines. Trump refuses to apologize for racist clip of Obama's. Trump refuses to apologize for racist clip of Obama's as monkeys. North China factory explosion kills 8. Former U.S. President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton have called for their congressional testimony regarding ties to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein to be held in public. The Clintons were ordered to give closed-door depositions before the House Oversight Committee, which is investigating Epstein's links to influential figures and how authorities handled information about his crimes. Hillary Clinton is scheduled to testify on February 26, followed by Bill Clinton on February 27. House Republicans had earlier warned they could move to hold the couple in contempt if they failed to appear. In a statement on Friday, Bill Clinton said holding the testimony behind closed doors would be unfair, comparing it to a, quote, kangaroo court. Writing on X, he urged lawmakers to conduct the proceedings in an open public hearing to avoid political gamesmanship. The House Oversight Committee has not yet responded publicly to the request. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said on Saturday that he hopes talks with the United States will resume soon, while reaffirming Tehran's red lines and warning against any potential U.S. military action. In comments published on his official Telegram channel following an interview with Al Jazeera, Araghchi said Iran's missile program was never negotiable during indirect talks held on Friday in Oman. He warned that Iran would target U.S. military bases in the region if American forces attacked Iranian territory. However, Araghchi said the talks in Muscat were a positive step, noting that despite the indirect format, there was even an opportunity to briefly greet the U.S. delegation. Describing the negotiations as a good start, Araghchi said rebuilding trust would take time, but added that talks were expected to resume soon. U.S. President Donald Trump on Friday also called the talks very good and said another round of negotiations is planned for next week. Despite the diplomatic engagement, Trump signed an executive order effective Saturday authorizing new tariffs on countries that continue doing business with Iran. Washington also announced fresh sanctions targeting shipping companies and vessels involved in Iran's oil exports. According to World Trade Organization data, more than a quarter of Iran's trade is with China, totaling $18 billion in imports and $14.5 billion in exports in 2024. U.S. President Donald Trump has refused to apologize for a video shared on his social media platform that depicted former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama as monkeys, but said he condemns the imagery shown. The video was posted late Thursday on Trump's Truth Social account and drew condemnation across the U.S. political spectrum. The White House initially dismissed criticism as fake outrage, before later blaming the post on a staff error. Speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One on Friday, Trump said he had made no mistake and declined to apologize. When asked directly whether he condemned the racist imagery, he said he did. Democrats described the video as vile, while a senior Republican senator said the imagery was clearly racist. The brief clip showed the Obamas, the first black president and first lady in U.S. history, with their faces superimposed on monkeys for about 1 second. The 1-minute video also promoted conspiracy theories surrounding Trump's 2020 election loss to Joe Biden, including false claims that Dominion voting systems helped rig the vote. U.S. President Donald Trump has refused to apologize for a video posted on his social media account depicting former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama as monkeys, though he said he condemns the imagery shown. The video was shared late Thursday on Trump's Truth Social account and drew criticism across the U.S. political spectrum. The White House initially dismissed the backlash as, quote, "acrobat rage," before later saying the post was uploaded in error by a staff member. Speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One on Friday, Trump said he had made no mistake and declined to apologize. When asked whether he condemned the racist imagery in the video, he replied, "Of course I do." Democrats described the clip as vile, while a senior Republican senator said it was clearly racist. The Obamas, the first black president and first lady in U.S. history, appeared briefly near the end of the 1-minute video, with their faces superimposed on monkeys. The video also promoted conspiracy theories about Trump's 2020 election loss to Joe Biden, including false claims that Dominion voting systems helped rig the vote. An explosion at a biotech factory in northern China has killed 8 people, according to state media, with authorities launching an investigation into the cause of the blast. State news agency Xinhua said the explosion occurred on Saturday morning at the Jiapeng biotech company in Shanxi province. An earlier report had put the death toll at 7, with 1 person missing before it was later updated to 8 fatalities. Xinhua said the company's legal representative has been taken into custody as part of the investigation. The factory is located in Shanyin County, about 400 kilometers west of Beijing. Cleanup operations are still underway, with reporters at the scene observing dark yellow smoke rising from the site. Authorities have set up an investigation team to determine what caused the explosion. Industrial accidents remain common in China, often blamed on weak enforcement of safety regulations. The incident follows another deadly blast in late January, when an explosion at a steel factory in neighboring Inner Mongolia killed at least 9 people.